Worst part about going into battle is knowing you might have a friend fighting for the other side. You were a mercenary, Professor. Were you always prepared for that? Guess I need to learn. Won't make a very good mercenary otherwise, will I? Fighting old friends. There's nothing worse. My hands shake just thinking about it. I'm glad Claude didn't die. Does that make me soft?
What do you say? The battle ended without House Ordelia getting involved. Although, I've no desire to continue on with my family, so from here on out, it's up to Edelgard. I have Claude to thank. Ultimately, this ended without the Alliance being entirely consumed by this war. It's all thanks to Claude.
Professor. Claude von Regan. What an interesting character. Underneath that compassionate exterior, he was always cold and calculating. Ordinary fools run headlong into combat without even considering the possibility of defeat. But to consider one's chances and to prepare for plans to go awry, that takes real intelligence. I have to say, I am impressed beyond words.
It seems all that praise of Claude's ingenuity was largely unfounded. A truly clever man would have realized defeat was inevitable and surrendered. Or failing that, he could have rallied the Alliance nobles to secure a real fighting chance. I regret not telling him so. But I suppose a man like him will not remain hidden for long.
The majority is with us. This conflict will end soon. I am so moved by the Alliance nobles' decision. That is true nobility, acting in accordance with the people's needs and wishes. As war drags on, those living near the front lines inevitably get the worst of it. We will not see such a peaceful resolution in Fargus, I am afraid, as it is ruled by the royal family, not a council of nobles.
Did you meet my father in Deirdre? I guess he'll be responsible for controlling the Regan territory and maintaining popular support. Not really sure what all that means, though. Are you sure? I figured you'd say something about me having to study more. Oh, I get it. This is a test. I'm definitely gonna have to brush up.
My father is holding Aryan Road secure. Our next battle will be there, against him, or in Ferdiad, which the king is protecting. Don't underestimate me. I've been preparing for this for a long time.
Finally, the kingdom. After that, we'll battle the church. I volunteered for monastery guard duty. It was more for my family than anything. But now, from the bottom of my heart, I want to see Her Majesty ruling this land. Even if it costs me my life, I will protect Garreg Mach.
War isn't kind to you if you're a recluse. By the time you realize what's going on, you're already under attack. And if you're off by yourself, you can get killed with no one ever even finding out. Got me out of my room at least. That's good, right?
While the battle with the Alliance is over, we still need to stay vigilant. Both the Church and the Kingdom are not to be taken lightly. I have a feeling we'll draw their attention soon. Weapon prep and training are of the utmost importance, now more than ever.
Deirdre's fallen. The Alliance nobles have surrendered to the Empire. We made it through with as few losses as possible. Not bad, all things considered. But I doubt it'll be so easy to deal with Fargus.
Hey! I can't believe to think. I saw the end of the Leicester Alliance with my own eyes. I witnessed a turning point in the history of my homeland. I'm not sure how to express my feelings right now. That's right. I'll paint it. The Fall of Deirdre, so that posterity can remember our triumph.
You there!
Your next opponents will be the Kingdom's army and the Knights of Seros. Both fearsome foes. Put the mobility of my troops to good use, and let us protect the Kingdom's western battlefront. When this month has ended, I'll depart. I pray that you have good luck in battle.
We may be witnessing a key moment in history. Hundreds of years from now, your name and Edelgard's will be written in the history books, Professor. I wonder who will decide whether we did the right thing or not. Well, it won't be us anyway. Probably the people of a future era.
Okay.
Very good. You're too soft. I'm talking about Claude. Our Emperor mercilessly cuts down all those who stand in her way. But perhaps she is more tolerant of those who know their place.
The kingdom always is cold. I have hatred for the cold. Bridget is not cold. We have no cold spirit. Does the goddess of Fodlan give protection from the cold? I am wishing I knew how to ask her. Professor! Oh, Claude. I'm so relieved that he managed to make it out alive. You'll be fighting the kingdom next, right? Then, the church? Isn't there some way we can do this without fighting Dimitri and Lady Rhea? I suppose not.
You know as well as I do the day's coming that we'll have to fight the Archbishop and her knights. We've got some strong fighters here, sure. But even with all our training, I don't know if we can win. I just don't see how any of us can compete with the Archbishop, say, turning into a monster. Yeah? What if that fight's to the death? Yours and mine in particular.
I'm no noble, so it won't make much difference to me. But it hasn't really hit me yet that the Alliance is finished. I wonder where Claude is now. What he's getting up to.
Yes. I just wanted to help out my brother Randolph, so I aspire to be a soldier. My brother puts his life on the line to fight, so I'll put everything I have into it too. Eventually, the enemy will attack, and when they do, we'll defend this place to the bitter end.
I've lived at Garrigmock Monastery for a few decades now. Still, the other day I got myself all turned around. There are so many secret rooms and hidden passages. Maybe I'll take the time to properly search the place. Care to join me? I expect it'd take a whole day.
Hey,
First Lester, and next Fargus? That'll be really tough. Look, Professor, fighting Fargus? Isn't there some way we can come to an understanding? Yeah, but Edelgard and her idiot sidekick haven't shown much desire to compromise, have they? Truthfully, I hate the idea of planning to kill people I used to be so close with. I guess everybody feels that way, though.
I wonder... was there really no way to end it without fighting Claude? You're probably right. I suppose the only thing I can do for him now is pray that he may live the rest of his life in happiness.
I've been exploring the Holy Mausoleum. It's quite interesting in there. There is a mechanism I believe would allow us passage into the Holy Tomb, but I'm unclear on how to activate it. My research hasn't turned up much. It may come down to asking the Archbishop for details. Indeed. We'll see if it's worth the trouble.
the Leicester Alliance is no more. 300 years of history, gone and done. They write operas about events like this, you know?
I'm sure you'll be played by the most handsome actor of the time. Hearts will pound as he takes the stage. A diva will play 80. You'll fall madly in love, even if it isn't historically accurate.
It seems Claude has disappeared. Do you suppose this means the end of House Regan? While the crest of von Regan is not terribly rare, the long lineage of the von Regan family will be broken. No, at the very least, I think not. There are other lesser crests to research. Yet I am a human first and a scholar second. For now, I grieve the fallen and pray for those still living.
Professor, if the Alliance falls, then the Kingdom will... There's no time to waste. If we hesitate, we risk losing the initiative. I do think we should let the troops rest, though. We must maintain morale, Professor. And let's make sure this matter stays between us. If it gets out, I'll struggle to forgive even you. Thank you.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. You may already know this, but the Kingdom and the Alliance were once a single entity. The leaders of the Alliance, House Regan, are actually a branch of the Blythed royal family. In a way, it's just a battle of the part of the Blythed family tree that rose in rebellion against the Empire.